I don't have a lot of storage left on my phone, so let's see how long it will record. I've decided to just sit down and talk. The last time that I posted on YouTube was 9 months ago, mainly because I just was scared, and I spent the better part of this year being scared and comparing myself and going against everything that my intuition was telling me to do. I had fully edited videos sitting in my laptop that I just didn't add music to, and that's the reason I kept putting off posting, is literally just because I hadn't added music to them. And I look at the videos that I put out this year. Actually, let me go look at them now so I can remember. So about a year ago, I re-uploaded the Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo cover that I made. Then I posted a couple of Edith voiceovers. I was proud of those. I recorded those on this microphone. Yeah, that was 10 months ago, and I haven't really done anything since then. I've done a lot of things outside of like content creation, and I am very blessed to say that my acting career flourished this year. There were a lot of really awesome things that happened. Topic for a different video though, because really what I wanted to talk about, all of this started when I was watching Leo Skepi, one of his most recent videos titled I Bought a Bible. And not that he was talking about this in particular during that podcast episode, but just I had never really watched his videos before, and one of my coworkers, who incidentally is also named Natalie, she put me on to him and like told me about him, so I was watching his video. And the reason I'm sitting here recording this right now is just because he is so just unapologetic about who he is and his personality, and I admire him so much. And I've in total only watched like 20 minutes of his content, and already I am so inspired by this man, just being himself and talking. And I don't know why it feels so daunting to just do the same thing. I mean, he is literally just talking to the audience, microphone in hand, and it's that easy. It's that easy to make something, to share something. And I'm not trying to start a podcast. I'm not trying to, make a living out of just talking about stuff. And that's not to say that would be cool. I would love to do that someday, but that's not necessarily why I'm making this video, to like announce some podcast or revamp my whole YouTube channel and do these chats all the time. Who knows what the future holds, but really is just, it's almost like a little exercise for myself in confidence and in just finishing things. And I spent the better part of this year just making all these lists of ideas for videos. You should see my phone. I have like dozens of notes, just idea after idea after idea of videos that I wanted to make, and I just never made them. And I think it's important to write down your ideas, to write down your goals, but it's also important to just sometimes throw that out the window and sit down and do something, force yourself to do something. And that doesn't necessarily have to be making content or a video or anything, but like sitting down to write, if that's what you want to do. Filming an audition, even if you're not going to submit it because it's crappy and you need more practice, or playing a musical instrument imperfectly. It's funny that I am both somebody who loves to try new things, and yet I'm also very hard on myself when I try new things. And that's been true for so many different new hobbies, new skills that I'm trying to pick up. And I almost feel like I did a lot of new things this year to put off the things that I really wanted to do. The main two being acting and making content. Writing is maybe like third place, I would say. I actually started writing, I finished a children's book, but then I started writing a young adult novel, and I got a couple I want to say at least 10,000 or more words in, but I just didn't finish. I didn't believe in myself enough to finish. Just like I didn't believe in myself enough to press record on my phone and sit down in front of a mic or make the ideas that I wrote down come to life, just because things I would tell myself, you know, I don't have the right equipment, I'm not great at editing, look at how many views this other video has, like I am getting barely a couple hundred on my videos, and so, you know, who's gonna want to watch this? I'm still pretty small as a YouTuber, as you know, on social media and stuff like that. And how sad would it be if I spent the rest of my life thinking that way? And I mean, I can show you, I have the, like, okay, well, that's as far as we're gonna go, but you can see I have a backdrop set up there to record auditions, and I didn't really audition this year. And, you know, again, I was blessed with some really awesome acting opportunities. I started voice acting this year professionally. I started producing as well, produced a short film. I'm currently producing a feature-length film. And also acting, you know, in these films. And that was it. These things happen, and then I kind of just coasted the rest of the year. But I don't even want to say that, because that's almost being too nice. I procrastinated a lot this year. And, you know, maybe it's a topic for another video, you know, making goals and things I want to let go, negative mindsets, negative habits that I want to leave behind in this year. But I just wanted to sit down and record this as almost like a letter to my future self, as well as a letter to you guys, that if there's something that you really want to do, without sounding cheesy, like I'm not gonna do the Nike thing, like just do it, like, but it really is that simple. It really is that simple. Just go do it. Note to self. There's so many times I didn't want to record because I wasn't wearing makeup. I felt like my outfit wasn't cute. My hair was doing something funny. I mean, I could come up, and did come up, with about a million excuses of why today just isn't a good day to make a video. I don't want the rest of my life, or even the next year, to be like that. I don't want to get to next December and look back and be like, huh, I only posted 3-4 videos this year. And that's just not what my goal was. And it's not about being hard on yourself for not meeting your goals, but I think it's more about being honest with yourself about why you didn't meet those goals. And if the reason is something like fear, comparison, like it was for me, insecurity, we have to overcome that somehow, or we're just going to spend the rest of our life watching other people succeed and not have success for ourselves. And I understand, because for myself, and I feel maybe this is the case for a lot of other people, is you feel like you don't deserve that success, or you feel like that it just isn't possible for you, even though it's possible for other people. And that's sad. It's really sad. And you know, I'm not here trying to offer some crazy advice, because I'm not a therapist, I'm not your parent, I'm not a partner. Like, I'm just a girl making a video on the internet, and hopefully you can relate to some of the things that I'm saying. So I don't have some groundbreaking advice, except just we need to be a little easier on ourselves and give ourselves some more grace. But also be honest with ourselves and push ourselves when it comes to the goals that we have and the dreams that we have. And I want to be like Leo Skeppy. I want to be myself, and I want to stop being scared. You know, it's funny, because even right now as I'm recording, I'm telling myself like, oh, you should not post this video. You should keep this one in the archive, and just keep it in your drafts and don't post it. But that's the fear talking, I think. And I'm gonna post this video. I'm going to look at the things that I wrote, my video ideas, and try to make them. But if I keep making excuses and I'm like, I'm not gonna make that, you know, I don't think I can. I'm just gonna sit down and talk and post that, because if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's just talking to myself. And I, you know, hope somebody out there can watch this and feel like you're not alone. If you spent the better part of this year also putting off something that you really wanted to do, you're not alone. Let's do it together. Let's just start today, and don't be afraid of the imperfection, whether that's, you know, you posting artwork that, you know, you just started learning how to draw and you're wanting to post your artwork, but you're not there yet. Or if you're an actor like me and you want to audition, but you're telling yourself, no, I need to take more classes, I need to do more things before I start auditioning. Or if you're, you know, whatever it is, musician, maybe it's not even in the creative arts and there's just something like maybe going back to school or trying to get a new job. I don't know what it was that you put off this year. You know what that thing is. Just take the first step today. That's all you have to do. And that's all I'm trying to do right now. And, you know, it would be so funny if, like, a couple of years from now I look back at this video and I'm like, you know what? Where all the success started was when I posted that one random 12:30 in the morning talk with myself on YouTube. Yeah, I have a lot of goals and a lot of things that I want to do next year. But I'm not going to do all of them if I keep being hard on myself and not believing in myself. So I'm going to try to change that, and it's not going to be perfect and it's not going to happen overnight, but it does start today with this video. So thank you for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.